Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluento, Everyday English for Real Life. I'm Anna, and I'm really happy you're here with us today.
And I'm David. Thank you so much for joining us. Whether you're listening on your way to work, while cooking dinner, or just relaxing at home, we're really glad you're here.
Today's episode feels especially close to real life because we're talking about something that almost everyone thinks about at some point: jobs, work, and how we talk about work in English.
Yes, and not just job titles, but the human side of work, the feelings, the conversations, the small moments that happen every day at work.
Exactly. Because work isn't just vocabulary, it's people, relationships, mistakes, confidence, and sometimes fear. And English learners experience all of that in a second language, which can be very challenging.
I remember my first job interview in another language. I knew the grammar, but my heart was beating so fast I forgot my own name.
That feeling is so common. And if you're listening and thinking, yes, that's me, please know you're not alone.
So, let's start gently. Let's talk about jobs in a very human way. Anna, do you remember your very first job?
I do. I was young, still a student, and I worked in a small bookstore. It wasn't a big job, but it felt important to me. I remember the smell of the books, the quiet music, and the conversations with customers.
That sounds peaceful.
It was, and it taught me something interesting about language. People didn't use complicated words. They used simple, kind phrases. Can you help me? I'm looking for something. Thank you so much.
That's such an important point. Real work English is often very simple. It's polite, clear, and human.
Yes, and that's something many learners don't realize. They think work English must be very advanced, but most of the time it's not.
You know, when people ask me what job vocabulary should I learn first, I always say start with how people talk, not just job titles.
Exactly. But before we go deeper into workplace language, let's talk about jobs themselves, because when people meet someone new, what's one of the first questions they ask?
What do you do?
Yes, and it sounds simple, but it can feel stressful if English isn't your first language.
Very true. And the good news is the answer doesn't need to be long or perfect. You can simply say, I'm a teacher, or I work in a restaurant, or I'm looking for a job right now.
And all of those answers are completely okay. There's no better job answer in English.
I think that's an important cultural note. In some cultures, your job defines your value, but in many English-speaking cultures, especially in casual conversation, it's just a way to connect.
Yes, it's often just small talk, a way to start a conversation.
That reminds me of a moment I had at a party once. Someone asked me what I did, and I gave a very long explanation. They smiled politely, but I realized later they just wanted a short answer.
That's such a good example. Sometimes learners think more words are better, but often fewer words are more natural.
So if someone asks, what do? You can say, I'm an accountant, or I work as an accountant. Both are natural.
And if you don't work right now, you can say, I'm between jobs, or I'm looking for work, or I'm a student.
Those phrases are very normal and very human.
Now, let's talk about the workplace itself, because once you have a job, English becomes part of your daily routine.
Yes, and the first thing you usually say at work every day is very simple.
Good morning.
Exactly. 2 words, but very powerful.
They show politeness, respect, and friendliness, and saying good morning can change the mood of the whole day.
I once worked in an office where one person never said good morning, and everyone noticed.
They always do. It didn't mean they were a bad person, but people felt uncomfortable.
That's a cultural detail that's important for learners. Small phrases matter a lot.
And at the end of the day, we say things like, see you tomorrow, or have a good evening. Those phrases help create connection. They say, I see you. You matter.
Now, what about asking for help at work? This is something many learners struggle with.
Yes, because they're afraid of sounding rude or weak.
But asking for help is actually a sign of professionalism.
Absolutely. And the language for it is very gentle. You can start with, "Excuse me."
That phrase is so useful.
Excuse me gives you time. It softens the conversation. "Excuse me, could you help me with this?"
And adding please makes it even kinder.
Please and thank you are like the heart of workplace English.
I agree. And when someone helps you, saying thank you so much is always appropriate.
Sometimes learners worry about repeating thank you, but repetition is okay.
Very okay.
Now, let's talk about something a little more emotional, making mistakes at work.
Yes. Everyone makes mistakes.
But making mistakes in another language can feel heavier
It can feel embarrassing.
or even scary.
I remember once I made a mistake at work, and instead of explaining, I stayed quiet. That made things worse.
That's very common, but English gives us simple, honest phrases to handle mistakes.
Like, I'm sorry.
Or, "That was my mistake."
And one of my favorites, I'll fix it.
That phrase is powerful. It shows responsibility and confidence.
Managers really respect that.
Now, let's move into job interviews because this is a big topic for many listeners.
Yes, interviews can feel overwhelming.
But at their core, interviews are just conversations.
That's such an important mindset shift.
The interviewer isn't trying to trick you, they're trying to understand you.
And the most famous interview question is,
"Tell me about yourself."
those 5 words can feel terrifying.
But the answer doesn't need to be complicated. It can be calm and simple.
You can start with your name,
Then what you do or what you're studying.
and then something positive about yourself.
For example, "My name is Anna. I work as a teacher. I enjoy helping people learn."
That's a perfect answer.
Simple, clear, honest.
Another common question is, why do you want this job?
And this is about connection.
You connect yourself to the job.
You can say, "I like working with people," or "I enjoy learning new things," or "I want to grow in this field."
Those answers don't need big vocabulary.
They need sincerity.
And then there's the question about skills.
Skills are things you can do well.
You can say, I'm good with computers, or I learn quickly, or I work well in a team.
All of those are very natural.
Now, something many learners forget is that interviews go both ways.
Yes, you can ask questions too.
And asking a question shows confidence,
You can ask about a normal day at work,
or about the team.
or about training.
Those questions show interest and curiosity.
And curiosity is very valued in many workplaces.
Before we close, I want to talk about something deeper. Work isn't just about money.
Yes, it's about identity, purpose, and growth.
And learning English for work is about more than language.
It's about finding your voice,
Feeling confident to speak,
feeling safe to make mistakes.
and believing that your story matters.
If you're listening today and you're looking for a job or starting a new one, or even dreaming about a different future, we want you to know something.
Your English does not need to be perfect to be powerful.
Every sentence you speak is practice,
Every conversation is progress.
and every mistake is part of learning.
We'd love to hear your story.
Tell us about your job or the job you want,
Share your experiences in English.
because this podcast is not just about learning English.
It's about living in English.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We're really grateful you're here.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
See you soon.